So before moving into the questions, let me show you the dataset that I have already imported into the Power BI desktop environment, that is called as the sales data. Okay, and if you really want to see what exactly this sales table contains, so just click on this table view, and here you can see this is a sales table, and inside this sales table it contains three columns. One is date column, next is state column, and third is sales column. Okay, and this date column contains the data from 1st January 2020 to till date. It means 1st December 2023. Okay, so now let's move to the report view. All right, and here you can see I have already created one visualizations, that is stack column chart. Okay, and in this column chart I have taken the state column. Okay, if you will expand this, here you can see I have taken this state column in the x-axis and the sales column in the y-axis. All right, and now we are able to see the chart like this. All right, so now our requirement is that here in this particular page we have to create a slicer which will by default show the current year and month data. So let me show you the results so that it will be easy for you to understand what exactly we want to create. Alright, so this is the chart visual that I have already explained to you, and instead of this we have to create one slicer visual where it should be by default show the current year and month data. And here you can see this is the current year and month data, right? And it is by default selected, correct? Today is 1st December 2023, so the year is 2023 and the month is December, right? So this is the 2023 and December month, correct? That's why this checkbox is automatically selected. All right, so now let's see how we can create this type of slicer where the current month and year will be by default selected. Okay, so now as you can see here, this is a fresh page, and here we have already imported one table called as the sales table, and inside this sales table we have only three columns, as already we have discussed: date column, sales column, and the state column. All right, and by the help of these three columns I have created this stack column chart. Okay, in the x-axis I have taken the state, and in the y-axis I have taken the sales column. All right, now our requirement is we have to create a slicer which will be by default show the current year and month data, right? So to achieve this goal, first of all you have to click on this three dot and you have to go to this get more visual. All right, then here you have to search for slicer. All right, then click enter, then just scroll down, and in the below part you can see a slicer called as the pre-selected slicer, right? So just click on it, then click on this add button to add this particular slicer visual into our Power BI desktop environment. Okay, so I have already imported this slicer into the Power BI desktop environment, so let me show you. Here you can see this is the pre-selected slicer that we have imported from the marketplace. Okay, then just click on this particular chart and add this into this canvas area. All right, and remember this chart visual take three arguments to give you the result. First one is field, then next is pre-selection, and third one is data state. Okay, but before that what you have to do, first of all you have to go to the transform data, and inside this Power Query editor, as you can see here, this is a sales table, and in this sales table we have only three columns: date, state, and sales, right? So the first step that we have to do is we have to create two column here. One is for the year column and second is for the month column. All right, so for that just right click on this date column, then click on duplicate column. All right, then again right click on it and click on duplicate column. Got it? Then first just rename this to year, then enter. Then here again double click on it and rename it as month, then enter. Okay, then again click on it, then right click on it, then go to the transform, and here just select the year. Got it? And now here you can see we have successfully changed this particular column into the year value. Okay, same way here just click on it, then right click on it, then click on transform, then click on month, then again click on month name. All right, and as you can see here we have already transformed this column into the month name. Okay, so now the next step is just select this year and month. All right, in this sequence, then right click on it, then merge this column. Okay, then here just select as custom and give the hyphen over here, then again click on OK. And now here you can see we have created one merged column by taking the help of year and month column, correct? And the name is merged, all right? Or we can rename it as the year underscore month. Then click enter. Okay, then click on this close and apply tab, all right? And then it will take you to the Power BI desktop environment. And now as you can see here, we have successfully created one particular column called as the year and month, right? Then now again you have to create another column in this Power BI desktop environment, all right, on this table. So just click on this table, then right click on it, then click on new column. Okay, then rename it as year underscore month underscore code. Okay, then equal to, and now here you have to enter one DAX formula called as the format. Okay, and you have to write this to create the new column. Okay, so let me explain what we have written here. We are converting the date column of the sales table into this YYYYMM format. That's why we have created this particular column. Okay, then click enter. So now let me show you this data year month code. So for that just click on this table view, and here you can see this is the month year month code. This is the combination of year, that is 2022. Here you can see this is the year 2022 and this is the month, right, that is January. That's why we have written as 01, correct? Why it is coming as 01 instead of 1? Because we have taken the format as That's why here we are able to see the 01. Okay, in that same format, we have created the entire year month code for every year and month column. Then go to this report view, alright. Then now again we have to create another measure in this particular sales table. So for that just click on it, then right click on it and click on new measure. Then rename it as pre-selected underscore value, all right, then equal to, and here you have to write the DAX functions that is called as the max. Okay, and inside this max DAX functions you have to pass the column name that is year month code column of the sales table. Okay, and this column we have created recently, correct? So it will give you the result of the maximum value of this particular column, all right. Then here you have to enter the equal to symbol, then again you have to write the DAX function called as the year, and inside this year DAX functions you have to pass the functions that is today function. Okay, so it will give you the result of the today's date year. It means today is the 1st December 2023. So out of that we have to extract here. That's why we have written the DAX functions that is year, right? So this entire DAX functions will give you the result as the 2023, correct? Then we are multiplying this 2023 with the help of 100. So it will give you the result as 202300, right? This highlighted value will give you the result as the 202300. Okay, then we are adding that value with the month value, today's month value. So today is the 1st December, right? So out, if we will extract the month from that, so what will it will give the result as 01, right? So we are adding 202300 plus 01. Okay, this will give the result as the 01. So we are adding these two value together. Okay, this value and this value, all right. So what exactly we are doing here, we are giving this result into this part and we are giving this result into this pre-selected value part, all right. Then click enter, all right, and here you can see we have successfully created this measure. Okay, so now just click on this particular visualizations or the slicer that we have taken, that is called as the pre-selected slicer. Okay, and inside this field parameter what we will do, we will pass this year month column that we have created, all right. Then in the pre-selections value we will put this measure that we have created, that is called as the pre-selected value. Okay, then in the data status what you have to do, we have to give the status. Okay, so for that what you have to do, you have to click on this enter data, all right, and just rename this table name as the status. okay, and rename this column name as the flag. All right, and here you have to enter true, and then again here you have to enter the false. Okay, then click on this load button. Now here you can see we have successfully added this status table, and inside this it contains one column, that is flag, right? So again click on this particular visualizations, then scroll down, and in the data status just drag this flag column of the status table and drop it over here. All right, but still you are not able to see the output. Why it is? Just click on this see details. Okay, and from this error we are able to see this error is showing due to the data type, right? So just close this error. Okay, then click on this year month column that we have created. This is in the text format. Okay, same way if you will click on this code format, at that time here you can see the format is text. So in place of this text, just change the data type to whole number. Okay, then click on yes, and boom, now here you can see this is the output, and I have not selected this December 2023. This value has been selected automatically, right? Here you can see this checkbox is already been selected, right? So today is the 1st December 2023. That's why here it is selected by default for 2023 December. All right, so if you will deselect this, then this chart will show the data for entire year, right? For entire year and month value. But again, if you will click on this particular refresh button, automatically this value will be selected. Okay, suppose today is the 1st December 2023, that's why this value is by default selected, correct? But once it will be changed to 1st January 2024, at that time automatically this selected value will be January 2024. Okay, so I know this format is looking not good. Okay, so just click on this particular slicer, then go to this format section. Okay, and just click on display, and instead of list just click on drop down. All right, and now here you can see today is the 1st December 2023. That's why December 2023 value is by default selected. All right, then next what will happen if this date will change to 1st January 2024? At that time here you can see the value as the 2024, and in place of month you can see the January, and everything will be done automatically. All right, you do not need to change every time. Got it? So in this way we can create a slicer which will by default show the current year and month data. All right. Before moving into the questions, let me show you the dataset that I have already imported into this Power BI desktop environment, that is called as a table 1. Okay, and if you really want to see the data, then just click on this table view, and this here you can see this table 1 table contain only 3 columns, that is date column, state column, and sales column. Okay, so this is the sales amount that has been sold out in different state in different date. Okay, and this date column contain the data from 2021 to today's date. It means today is the 30th November 2023. Okay, so based on these 3 columns we have to find out the top 5 state based on the sales value. And next question is that you have to set the default slicer selections to the current year, and that should be dynamically. Okay, so let me show you the output how it should be look like. Okay, so this is the final output. All right, here you can see these are the top 5 state based on the sales amount, and this is the slicer where we are able to see the current year, correct? And remember, the requirement is that whenever the user will open this Power BI report, at that time this current year will by default selected. Okay, so today is the 30th November 2023. So year is 2023. That's why in place of current year, it means in place of 2023, it is showing the result as the current year. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the 30th November 2023, right? So here year is 2023. So in place of 2023, it is showing the current year. And after 1 month, when it will be complete 2023 and it will come as 2024, at that time here the 2023 will come like this, and in place of 2024 it will show the current year dynamically. Okay, so in place of 2024 it will show the current year, and 2023 will come like this. All right, and remember this should be always dynamically. You do not need to every time come to this particular slicer and you have to select this current year and you can publish that. Not like that, it should be automatically, it should be dynamically. So this is the requirement. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. So let me tell you how we can achieve our goal. Okay, so as you can see here, first requirement is that we have to find out the top 5 state based on the sales value, correct? So for that, first of all, you have to click on this stock column chart. Okay, then here in place of x-axis you have to give the state column, and in place of the y-axis we have to drag this sales column. Okay, and here you can see this is the output of sum of cells by state. Got it? But our requirement is that we have to find out the top 5 state based on the cells value. So to get the top 5 result, what you have to do, first of all you have to click on this visualization, then click on this filter sections, and here we can see a options, or we can see a column called as the state, right? So just click on this drop down, then here in place of base filtering you have to select the top n. Okay, then here you have to enter the 5 because our requirement is top 5, correct? That's why here we have to enter the 5, and in place of value you have to enter this cells column. Okay, then click on this apply filter. All right, and here you can see these are the top 5 state based on the cells value. Got it? So in this way we can achieve our first goal, that is top 5 state based on the cells value. All right, now our next goal is we have to create a dynamic slicer over here, right? So just click on this slicer. Okay, and here we can drag the year column, correct? So if you will drag the year column inside this slicer, then click on this format sections, then go to this selection setting, and here in place of this we can give the vertical list. All right, and now here you can see this is the slicer, but here we are able to see 2020, 2021, 2022 and 2023, but we are not able to see the current year like this dynamically for the current year, that is 2023. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. Okay, so for that, first of all you have to go to this transform data. Okay, to go to this Power Query editor, and here you can see this is a table 1 and it contains 3 columns, that is date, state and cells, right? So just right click on this date column, then duplicate this column, then right click on it, then go to this transform, and here you have to select the year. All right, then rename this column as year. All right, then click enter. In this way, first of all we have to create one column called as a year from this date column. Okay, then to achieve our goal we have to create another custom column over here. Okay, so for that, simple click on this add column, then click on this custom column, and then here you can see this type of pop-up over here. All right, so just click on it, then write down this code over here. So let me explain this M query that I have written here. Don't worry, this is the simple one. Okay, and here I have used only 3 functions. First one is date time dot local now. Okay, these functions give the result as the today's date. All right, and from this I want to extract the year. So to extract the year from the today's date in M language we have to use the date dot year. Okay, so insert from this highlighted area we are comparing whether our today's year is equal to the year column that is exist in this table 1 or not. Okay, so if today's year is equal to the year that is available on this year column, then we have to write current year, otherwise we have to give the same year value that is exist in this year column. Okay, but remember here you can see we have converted this year value into the text format, because in this custom column when it will be the current year, it means if the current year is equal to the year value, then we have to write the current year, and this is in the text format. That's why we have to convert the year value of this custom column into the text format as well. That's why we have used this text dot from functions to convert this year into the text format. All right, then just click on this OK button, And here you can see we have successfully created another custom column, and if you'll click on this drop down, and here you can see now we are able to see 2021, 2022, and current year, that is 2023, right? So wherever this year column contain 2023, okay, so at that time the custom column will show as the current year. Got it? That's why we have written that m functions to create this custom column. Okay, so let me clear this filter, and now here you can see wherever this other year is there, at that time same value is present on this custom column. Got it? So now just click on this home tab, then click on this close and apply. And now as you can see here, we have successfully created one new column that is called as the custom column, right? So in this slicer visual, instead of taking this year column, we can drag this custom column into this field section. And now here you can see these are the year 2020, 2021, 2022, and in place of 2023 we are able to see the current year, right? And in near future when the year will be changed to 2024, at that time here we will able to see 2023 like this, and for 2024 we can see the current year like this, and it is completely dynamic and we do not need to change it every time. Okay, so to make the selected value in this particular slicer into the current year, what you have to do, just click on it, then go to this format sections. Here instead of showing it in the vertical form, you can select the drop down. Okay, and here just select the current value. Okay, then shrink it down and keep it as it is, then save the report, and you can now publish that report into the server. So whenever the end user will open this report, at that time you can see the report on the basis of the current year, and you do not need to change the current year every time. Just select it for once. Whenever it will come as 2024, at that time in place of 2024 it will, you can see the value as the current year. Okay, but now as it is 2023, that's why this data is showing as per the 2023, and if when it will come as 2024, automatically or dynamically this 2024 will be selected as the current year. Okay, so in this way we can create the top 5 state based on the sales value, and we can set the default slicer selection to the current year, and that is completely in dynamic form. All right, so thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.